It's the season finale. I'm Paul Goon, and you are watching 13 Minutes. It's our season 4 finale, and it's a joint operation with Josh Lewis of Joint Operation. What's up,
How you
man?
doing? What's going on? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty tired, but we're good.
Tired. I feel it. That's a good feeling there. Where are you guys from?
We're from Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. What's Baltimore, Maryland like?
Crime ridden, but it's great. I love my city. It's an all right city. A lot of people, there's some strong opinions about it, but I'm happy I'm from here. I'm very fortunate to be from this area and Maryland in general. Maryland's got a little bit of everything, so I like it here. I like it here a lot.
Yeah, you guys were on Gangland, weren't you?
Yeah. We've been on a lot of shows like that.
Man, bro, dude, I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, and we haven't even been on Gangland yet. You guys are doing good. How long have you been a band?
We've been a band for about 3 years now.
How did it happen? How did it get started?
Well, we actually started as a screamo band while I was in high school, and I was just a lead guitarist in the band, and the lead singer left, and I liked reggae music, and I was like, I'll sing for a little bit until we find a new lead singer and do whatever we want to do. So I took over singing, and it wasn't my plan to stick around, and then we just went to like more punk rock stuff, into the ska, and then into the reggae. So that's pretty much how that started. It's kind of weird, but Joint Operation started as a screamo band.
Nice. That's a really good origin story. I mean, it's kind of like how the Beastie Boys went from a punk band to become one of the greatest hip hop trios of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
Four, right? Four of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the writing process like for Joint Operation?
Oh man, basically it's tough because I write all the lyrics and stuff, and then we all get together on the music side of things. So I'll be sitting in the van or just sitting at work or sitting anywhere, and like a hook will come to me, so I'll write the hook down and then just base a verse off that. But I feel like with the song's got to have, like, I don't know, even if it doesn't seem like there's a meaning there, like a good meaning behind the lyrics and things like that. And like I write a lot about like past experiences with things and things that bother me. I like to write songs about that. So.
All right. Who are some of your influences outside of music?
Outside of music?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough question, man. Damn. You mean like celebrities and stuff?
Anything. What influences you in the whole world that's not tunes?
That's not tunes. Fuck. I'm big into music, man. So that's a really hard question. This is a little weird, but I'm a big fan of professional wrestling, and this will kind of link in with things. I used to want to be a professional wrestler when I was a little kid, and seeing like people touring around and things like that, and just going to new cities and stuff made me motivated to be able to tour and do stuff like that. So I guess you could say professional wrestling motivated me a lot to become a touring musician.
No, hey, that's a great answer, man. I also am a big fan of a lot of professional wrestling. Who are some of your favorites of all time? Who are some of your favorite wrestlers of all time?
Some of my favorites, man. I mean, when I was growing up, I was growing up in like 06, 08 wrestling. So it was John Cena 100%. But now, man, I love Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's probably my all-time favorite wrestler. I watch a lot of like the independent wrestling stuff too. So if you ever heard of like Colt Cabana and wrestlers like that, big fan of those kind of guys. And I'd say like a classic dude. One of my favorite classic wrestlers, probably Randy Savage for sure.
That's my favorite of all time.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Answer right there. Randy Savage is my fucking favorite, man.
That's sick, man. That's all. I didn't know you were into wrestling. That's fucking cool.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I used to have this huge collection of just like all of my favorite wrestlers' matches on DVD.
Oh, hell yeah.
Their greatest matches, man. It was great. It was, there was a big time period where we were just smoking bongs and watching classic WWF. Like,
man, that's the best. That's the best kind of shit you can do on a night after you get off work, dude. Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you're like 19, 20, what else are you going to do? Acid?
Oh, yeah.
Acid. Are joints the best way to smoke, or just the best way to name a band?
Uh, I mean, you know, this is gonna come as a surprise, but I don't smoke a lot of weed. Occasionally I do, but the rest of the guys in the band, if I could say just from watching them smoke weed, I would say they prefer just bowls, man. They just like to do bowls because it's easy, pack it and go. But if not, they like blunts. So if anything, it should be called blunt operation over joint operation. But
All right, no, I get it, man.
we're
Either
stuck
way,
here.
drop the message.
Yeah.
You guys like to get tattoos on tour, I see.
Yeah, man.
You want to talk about these tattoos? You want to stand up and turn around?
So I got this guy right here. Sure you can see that one.
Yeah, I know about that tattoo. Check out their Instagram. Shout out to your Instagram. Tell people how they can find you.
Our Instagram's at Joint Operation MD. There's a lot of shenanigans on there a lot of the time. So check out our Instagram. And yeah, so our manager is a tattoo artist. His name's Ed Bell. Shout out Homeward Tattoo in Rehoboth, Delaware. If you're ever in the area, get a tattoo. One of the greatest. He's done all our tattoos. Jacob, our bass player, has 2 sleeves done by him. Our merch dude has 2 sleeves up here. Our friend Carl of the Bumpin' Uglies has a bunch of tattoos done by him. We've all got it tatted by him. But the thing with that is, since it's so accessible to get these tattoos, we get a lot of regrettable tattoos. So, I have the tramp stamp because I lost a bet or whatever. But me and the bass player we have Smokin' Fatties tattooed on the left side of our abdomen as a little joke to a musician from around here. So it's cool to be able to get tattoos all the time, but it's a curse as well. It's a blessing and a curse.
Didn't you guys just drop an album this year?
We did. We dropped an album about a month and a half ago called Scuff. We dropped it on July 27th.
Scuff.
Yes.
How do you feel about Scuff? You happy with the way it came out? Tell people about the album, man.
I'm extremely happy with the way it came out. We started trying to record this album 3 years ago, and between member change-ups and hiatuses that we had to take and things like that.
A band, of course.
What was that?
And turning from a screamo band. Right?
Oh yeah, coming from a screamo band. Yeah.
Yeah.
We trashed this album 3 different times and just restarted. And last September, we were like, all right, this is it, man. This has to be the one. So we just put a lot of time and a lot of effort into it. And our drummer Fabrizio, he loves to get in the studio and he loves the production stuff. So he worked real hard on it, man. Like I owe a lot of props to Fabrizio, man, because he likes to get in the studio and like experiment and make shit new and catchy and stuff like that. So it was awesome. But I'm really happy. I think the songs that are on it, I'm really happy with how it came out. Very, very happy. We're ready to put a new EP out, hopefully by March. So, and then drop some singles between then. So it'll be cool.
Awesome. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
Who does the artwork for you? Who does the artwork for you guys?
So we have 2 different people. We have the guy who did the album cover. His name is Thomas Green. He does some like trip. You ever heard of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards?
No.
So they're an Australian rock band, and he tours around with them a lot, and he does a lot of their artwork. They're huge. They're a big band from Australia, and our bass player is really good friends with him, and we got to become very good friends with him. And we told him we wanted some trippy artwork done for the album cover, and he did that. But all of our other artwork, which is our artwork, that's like every artwork that we have from the creation of this band is done by a man named Brad Wells. Shout out Brad Wells at 3 Crows Art. He kills it, man. Anything you want, he can do. It's insane. It's all of our tour flyers, our logo, all of our other single covers. He ended up doing more of the we had our friend Thomas do the album artwork on the front, but inside and all around he did the rest. Brad Wells. Brad Wells he's a killer artist, man. If anyone ever needs any art, 3 Crows Art on Facebook. He's a great dude.
Awesome. That's awesome. I want to play a game if you're interested. And it's not like that guy from Saw when he says he wants to play a game, then you fucking die. It's actually like a kind of a fun game. It's called Dead Musicians, Greater or Lesser.
Okay.
Number 1, Prince or Michael Jackson?
I'm Prince. Going Prince.
Prince?
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, Hendrix or Morrison?
Hendrix.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good answer. Respectable answer. Number 3, Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac,
Ooh,
100%.
oh,
I'm sorry, man. Tupac's from Maryland, dude. I gotta rep him.
no disrespect. Lane or Kurt?
Kurt.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
All right, all right. And the final, number 5, BB or Ray Charles?
I'm gonna go BB.
That's a tough one, but I think I would pick the same as you on that one.
That is a tough one.
All right, that's the first time I ever played that game with anyone. I just made that up like an hour ago.
Cool.
What kind of stuff can people expect to see at a joint operation concert?
Oh man, some wild stuff. We like to get a little crazy on stage, pop a lot of jokes, do some antics. We like, I don't know, man. Like, we go on stage and we're serious about our music, but at the same time, like, you can't be too serious. The crowd likes to have fun as well. Like, yeah, these songs are coming from the heart and soul, and we're playing our hearts out up there. But man, people love to hear some jokes and see some crazy shit on stage. Whether it be, us jumping into the crowd, our bass player running around, or like us switching up on instruments, or people making out with people on stage. It's all happened before. There's always been some crazy
That's
shit.
great, man. That is great. There's nothing wrong with people making out on stage.
Dude, we're all about the shock value with music, dude. We played Freak Stomp this past year, which was really awesome. And man, I had really long hair at the time. I've been growing out for about a year and a half, so I just shaved it into a mullet. Like I dyed my mustache.
Rock the mullet, man.
Yeah.
Front part to the back.
We all wore weird shit on stage. Like, I don't know, it's just the shock value. People like seeing that shit, and we have a great time doing it. So
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I really, really would like to come, see you guys whenever you come a little bit closer over my way. What's the farthest you guys have ever traveled to play a set?
Omaha, Nebraska so far. We're hoping to make it out to Cali by next year, but we've done Omaha, Nebraska twice, once with Bumpin' Uglies, and then once we headlined out by ourselves.
Nice. That's dope, man. That's really cool. I've never been out that way.
It's an interesting area.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Hillbillies or something?
Nothing, and then a huge town, and then nothing again. That's just pretty much what it is.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Do you like playing the hometown shows or the out-of-town shows better?
The out-of-town shows make the hometown shows a lot more worth it. Like this past summer, we played like 35, 36 shows over the course of a month and a half. And then we came home to release our album, and we did our album release show, which sold out in our hometown. And it just kind of, it wraps it all up. Like, it felt like, that was the end of the tour. Our album was dropping. It was all our friends, our family, even people from other states. Like, people from Michigan traveled out to see us, people from Ohio, all this stuff to see this album release show. So it like everything just came together. Like, all our friends and family around the United States came to this show. So I would say I love touring, but touring makes the hometown shows like even more worth it. So I'm a fan of both, really.
That's great, man. That's really cool.
For sure.
Aren't you guys on tour right now?
So we just finished up our summer tour, last weekend? No, 2 weekends ago. And then this past week we started up our fall tour. So last week we're doing like little weekenders, and then this week we actually head out for our Midwest run. But last weekend we played Stanhope. We did a little run with Bumpin' Uglies, the band from Annapolis, Maryland. We played in New Jersey, 2 shows in Delaware. Yesterday we were in Albany, New York. And then on Thursday, we leave for about 10 days, and we're doing a 10-day run of the Midwest. We're coming to Buffalo. We're going to Pittsburgh, Cleveland, which you come to the Cleveland show, man. I'll hit you up with the details afterwards.
Yeah, I was going to say you are going to be coming close. All right, yeah, Pittsburgh and Cleveland shows.
Nice. We're going to Chicago, Kalamazoo, Michigan. We're playing some shows in St. Louis. So we're wrapping all around, and that starts up on Thursday. So very excited for that.
That's dope, man. That's really dope. Did OJ do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably did. Would you rather, if you had to choose, be a straight funk band or a straight reggae band?
Funk. I'm going funk. I have so much fun playing funk music, man. And, I love reggae, and I love funk music. I love both. But and mixing them together is what makes it fun for me. But I feel like with reggae, the slow reggae beats and the upchucks and stuff are really cool. But with funk, man, you can feel the energy a lot with funk music, dude. Like you can feel the same with reggae, but with funk, you can really go at it.
You got the funk in your soul.
Funk in my soul.
Who are some bands from your local scene that you really like?
Well, I like the Bumpin' Uglies. They're not far from us, but they're reaching out to a national level now. They're blowing up. A band that just started up about a year ago that we've been playing with a lot around here is the Harbor Boys. Definitely check those dudes out. They're great guys, great music, play about the same genre as us.
Okay.
They're really good. Another band that's not too local. I was saying this to my girlfriend earlier. Like a lot of younger like reggae bands and stuff in our scene like aren't like there's no bands popping up anymore. Like it's just like I don't know. I wouldn't say the reggae scene's dying here, but more people should start bands, dude. Because I love seeing bands pop up, dude. Another band that we've been playing with a lot that's not too far from here is Space Koi from Richmond, Virginia. We've been playing with them a lot, and those are great dudes as well. And they're on fire right now too. So those are a few of my favorite bands.
Dope, man. That's a dope list, definitely. I have one last question for you. I want to know what is the most important thing you've ever learned from being in joint operation?
That's a lot, man. Honestly, I've learned a lot, whether it be like very important business things about how to do taxes and how to keep a checkbook in count and stuff like that. And
Important life lessons that high school doesn't teach you.
pretty much is that's what I learned from being in a band. I learned that being in a band, 25% of the time it's about music and the rest is business and traveling and stuff like that, man. But I think the most important thing I've ever learned is I think the road and touring, just being in joint operation, has taught me how to be a lot more. It's hard to say what I'm trying to convey here. Not being as stingy with my things. Like being more sharing and caring for your friends. Being on the road has made me appreciate a lot more of my friendships around here and appreciating my friendships in the band too. Of like, I know if I'm ever in a situation, my bandmates will help me out. They'll take care of me. And I learned that, I'll do the same for them. I think it made me become more of a caring person, being in a band and getting to know people more and just appreciating friendships a lot more and stuff like that. That's what I've learned a lot more. I've taken away that my friends mean everything to me, man. And I wouldn't be anywhere without my friends, especially the bandmates and stuff. So.
Wow, dude, that is so touching. If I had feelings, I might fucking cry. I really appreciate your time, Josh. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joint Operation. This is the last episode of season 4. I am Paul Goon. 13 minutes will be back November 3rd, suckers.
Hell yeah, man.